What is up, everybody? Mike the Bitter here, and as you know, I'm on vacation, so we're going to play a little game here called Return to Grace. This has been pre-recorded. Enjoy.
Is this an airlock?
Yes. The spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Oh, nice.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
Yep.
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support could be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for reasons I'll never understand, life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Ouch.
Hello, Addie.
Hello. So you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend.
Oh, nice.
No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Wow. How are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
Yeah. Or did they have
Do you
humans?
see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness?
Um...
The flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important I know these things in the balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
So do I have to pick a flower? Is that what it's saying? Like, yellow?
By all means, take your time if you need it.
I'm gonna go red.
This one.
I had a feeling you'd pick that.
Why?
You're a risk taker. There's a passion in you, a fire you can barely contain that drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. You can make your way to the artifact display by the boardwalk.
What? Oh, wait, what? By the boardwalk? I'm guessing where I was a second ago. Let's see. Or no. The lighting display by the boardwalk.
Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
Okay.
This statue could be outer colonial. It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
A human truth spanning thousands of years.
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature preferences can vary considerably between individuals. Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range and you can move to the pergola in the center of the room.
I have no idea what this is. A weapon or
What?
tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be a symbol of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps?
Laborious.
What's the point of this, Addie?
I'm an explorer. I'm here to learn.
So that's it? Oh no, there's more.
Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow.
You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that. This must be Terra Classical, or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder?
Maybe both.
What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society leaves behind is all we have in understanding how they lived.
But we're interested in what you were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move to the pergola.
This looks like Pacific Revival.
I'm not done.
Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
So it must be important. Even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too.
True. All right, so now she's going to set the proper temperature for me.
Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Okay.
Very good. Now, when you're ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath. A nice, deep breath. Hold it no. I want you to take a slow, deep breath and hold it until I tell you to release.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release.
I wonder if I
Beautiful.
hold it too long, if I'll pass out.
And when you're ready, another deep breath in. Fill those marvelous lungs.
Do I hold it too?
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release.
I don't want to.
Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
Another life-nurturing breath.
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and wait until I say release.
Not very good at following simple instructions, are we? Perhaps it's because Addie realizes that none of this is important.
No, it's because I
Hold
get
it.
ahead of myself.
3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
Even the station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching up toward the sky.
I get tap, 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 tap.
Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot. I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there.
I hate balancing.
3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds.
That wasn't too bad,
Excellent,
actually.
Addie. We've done great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
Thank you.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Oh, I'm already on the way. You think I'm going to hang out up down there? Come on now.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station.
Thank
Just let
you.
me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Yeah.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
Isn't that the truth?
Very cool.
These tracks move transport pods to other levels of this complex.
Let's see if we can get this thing working.
Feel like no railings there.
You wouldn't
is
build a system like this
unsafe.
if you didn't need to move a lot of people. Which bodes well for finding something cool at the other end. This must be the transit control room. Looks like people worked here. This looks like a welder's jetpack. It's been disassembled for some reason.
Oh. Not this one, though.
This one looks to be in working order.
Okay. What do I do with it? Addy,
No power?
for control.
There is no current running to this console. Control will be required to reroute power.
And you defied my wishes to tell the solar system of my return.
I'm just looking for answers, boss.
I am the only answer.
Control? Fine. Where's the electrical access for the room?
To the left of the rear door. But as I said, you will need control to reroute power to the console.
This
Yeah.
era of electronics is dead simple. Won't hurt to take a look. This should show the power status of the room's various systems. Well, nothing in the room is on standby.
As I'd said,
I'm gonna have to look at the breakers. My dad worked on older machines for a living. They're not predictable things. They have quirks.
I sense that there is joy in this work for Addie.
well, I can tell you there is no joy running to any of those breakers.
Sometimes a good whack will knock something into place.
It's worth a try.
Well, there's your
look at
problem
that.
right there. Someone's removed the entire power relay.
Ooh.
As I told you,
So why can't Control help us? Isn't he programmed to serve humans?
He's more accustomed to tasks like maintaining power grids across entire planets, while I'm very much attuned to the needs of individuals.
What about you, Logic?
I apparently offer wisdom to the wind,
You activated Control and Empathy.
for all the good that did us.
Is there another configuration we can call on?
Grace's core processors contain only these 3 systems.
Can you combine the systems? Take the edge off Control with a little empathy?
I suppose it's possible, but there's no telling what the outcome of something like that would be.
Could it be any worse than Control?
It can always be worse.
True.
Sounds like a wonderful idea, Addie.
You're right. What do I know? Don't blame me if he turns out to be a murderer.
Addie?
Yep, it's me.
Great! What are we doing again?
We're powering up pods.
So, you want to hotwire this thing?
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Alright. Rerouting is good to go. You can meet me at the breaker panel.
Already there.
Go ahead and flip the switches.
You got it, pal.
And I'm Pal?
Sure. We'll call you pal.
Breakers look good. Now you can push the buttons that turn on the different systems.
Well, then let's push the buttons. I like pushing buttons.
Power's up. I'll let you do the honors.
Thank you. What exactly are the honors?
Go ahead. Push the throttle on the console.
Oh,
Here we go.
I've switched the mouse and keyboard because it's a little bit easier.
Oh, that's not good. I'm so sorry, Addie. I thought I would have enough power to do this for you. It seems so important for you to ride in a pod.
I think the track is just jammed with ice.
Ice? You'd think I would be able to handle a little ice.
It's okay. Is there, some kind of de-icing system or something?
I don't know.
There is not.
All right, let's look for something to deal with the ice. This could be promising.
Would it be heavy enough to smash the ice?
Maybe. But I'm more interested in what that welding gun might do to the ice.
Yeah, me too.
All right, pal. Let's try this one on for size.
So, what's it gonna do exactly?
Oh, I think you're gonna like it. This is a welder. See if it still works.
Yep.
Look at that. A little blue light.
That's not gonna cut it. Are you able to control this?
For you, I could definitely try.
Can you open the fuel throttle to the torch?
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. I like that. What is it?
That's called an icebreaker, pal. Any idea where the flight controls are?
Someone removed them.
Okay.
I can take control if you like.
You know how to
Please.
fly this?
Looks pretty easy. Stuff shoots out the back and you get thrown up into the air.
Just don't
okay.
go too quick,
Oh my
please.
gosh, it's working. We can fly.
Easy, pal.
Well, where do you want to go?
Right there.
Alright. If you can move me to the pod, we can have a look at the ice. And, pal, it's super important that you don't cut the engines or move too fast. I don't want to get hurt.
I know, but it's great, isn't it?
Yep,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
as long as you don't kill me.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that.
Alright. This should be close enough.
It's so bright and warm.
Just hold me steady.
This is really hard.
Dude.
It's these stupid flames are throwing me around.
You may want to ease up, Addie. Don't push him too hard.
So I have to go like in little bursts, I guess.
I think that's good. Let's have a look at the rest of the track.
You got it. As long as you're not using the fire shooter, flying is pretty easy.
Just keep it up. Literally.
Yeah, literally.
There's more ice here on the right. Whoa, hold it steady.
Sorry.
You're doing good. Don't worry. Don't worry about Addie. She's being a little dramatic. We don't want to push him though, because it'd be really bad. There you go.
Let's keep going.
On it.
Did anyone check how much fuel we have in this?
Last bit here.
I really feel like they didn't.
Now you've got the hang of it.
This is so cool. It's
Right.
like the best day of my life.
Well, I'm afraid we're almost done.
You're doing good though, guy. You're doing good, pal.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get me back?
Yeah, I know. Stuff to do.
So like empathy and control gives you a child.
That's fun, pal. We make a good team, right?
Yeah, I like the part where we burn the ice while flying.
Me too.
Me too.
Okay, I'm gonna bring down the pod.
Oh, I guess I gotta go back here, right? I like little puzzle games like this. I might add some of these more. I'm gonna look for more like this and maybe do some of these.
So, where are we heading again?
I will be able to obtain structure schematics once we reach the next level.
You think we'll see any dead bodies?
Hope so.
Hope so. That's not weird and sadistic at all.
Do you know if the pod system has stops along the way?
It does not. We are arriving at the track terminus now.
All right, where are we? Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
This looks like a settlement.
For the Horde.
Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Ooh, more buttons.
You really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
And I thought you were getting the hang of these. Very well. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel.
Backwards.
Just
Z.
having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider. If we did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something.
There.
Yeah, you would want to do that, wouldn't you? A backwards Z.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down.
Yes.
And I wonder if there
Can
could
an
have been
AI
a flaw
think?
in her base programming.
Or is it processing?
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop. It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Wait, so Pal's here too, and the two of them?
Spire caretaker, maybe.
The settlement is through the large doors behind you.
So I can't go that way? Why? I want to go that way.
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly alright.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me who Everett is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access?
Oh.
Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Okay.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you.
Ooh, a memory.
You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Beep, beep, beep. Okay, so now we gotta find out who Everett is.
This
Because
looks like another control room.
Logic is mad at me.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years.
Is there an Everett? Oh yeah, this.
You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units.
I like the hacking in this. This is really cool.
There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Well done.
Thank you.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates. Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map across from the console.
Maybe Everett
Looks
was like
the
the
image from the
creator.
spire entrance. All right, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addie. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay, can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to find a viable route to get there, aren't we? Maybe jump. It's so cool that they put they terraformed it. That's so cool.
I can see apartments.
Yeah.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
Oh, right here.
I
Right
can
here.
climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
I think I can climb just fine. What is the Logic and Empathy's name? I didn't see. Has she named her? Limpathy? Lobic?
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
Just no
I've already fallen a few times from this height.